All right, you guys, good morning and welcome in. Let's talk a little bit about November astrology, okay, today. I want to kind of get a sense of where we're going here. So the reading is going to be kind of interjections by spirit. I will be talking about the planetary movements and what's going to be happening in the energetic expression of November. Mystic Healer, I saw that earlier today for myself. I do want to say to you that over the course of the next 3 months, be mindful about the final 3 months of Pluto in Capricorn, because I just feel like there is a sense of like a last frantic craziness around people who are losing power, or people who have held power over others, over a lot of us for a really long time, finally losing their grip. And if you see things getting more and more frantic, that's why, right? So more and more frantic as Pluto goes through these last few degrees of Capricorn, trying to reassert power, trying to dominate people, trying to make people feel like it's an inevitability that things are going not in a good way, not in a love-centered way. And that has been definitely going on for a long time. Here, I'm going to go back to 2008 when Pluto entered Capricorn, and look at your own life trajectory since 2008 and see, I just feel like what's been going on the last 15 years, a lot of us have been learning the hard lessons and now recognizing that creativity is a superpower, that love is a superpower, that joyful connectedness, that being having love in your life is something that is uplifting. Okay, it's uplifting. Does this feel loving to me, loving to self? Later on today on Heart Healing, in our Heart Healing group, we're going to be transmuting those energies of toxic relationships into the lessons of life, and being able to move out of the feeling of inevitability that I keep attracting narcissistic partners, or I keep attracting toxic people, or something like that. I want us to move into an energy of, okay, I see why those lessons existed. It's created something for me that I wouldn't have if I didn't have those lessons. And there's a lot of people in my life who are loving to me. I get the feeling that a lot of you are going to be having some major love relationships coming in that are going to be now appreciated, are going to be felt more deeply because of these lessons. So much gratitude, so much generosity for each other, so much, thankful behavior. I just feel like that's going to lift the energy of the planet in a big way. November 4th, I'll just do this first. Crossing bridges, a time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Absolutely. Fogged in, go slow, take your time. And a view from above, get the bigger picture. A little better. I was bumming out about the darkness behind me, but it is metaphorical, okay? So the darkness is behind us. We're not going to be having that anymore. I think you just need to watch it for the next 3 months and just remember that the darkness is freaking out because the light is so much more powerful. And I know it doesn't feel that way. I know sometimes we feel that the darkness is inevitably going to take over, but it is not an inevitability at all. In fact, there is that frantic energy of, oh my God, I've got to do something right now, or they're going to just, move into an energy of love and peace and joy. And we can't have that because that means we're not in power anymore. That's correct. So, all right. So let's see where we're going here. We have, in the beginning of November, we have Saturn going direct in Pisces. And that is just this beautiful energy to me. I like it because Saturn is all about the rules and the structure, but Pisces is about spiritual flow. And I just feel like they're both Saturn, meaning, this is how we do things, and Pisces saying this is what love means, or this is what love is. This is your connection to spirit. I feel like Saturn is saying, okay, let's create something tangible with that energy, that spiritual energy. Let's create something for ourselves. Let's create a practice. Let's create a way we work with this in the tangible world. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. That feels nice to me. So underneath is healing energy, the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Oh, lovely. Okay, Eight of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, look at this Emperor energy. Tower, Six of Wands. So Tower is doing a lot of heavy lifting here, but Tower is basically saying, I feel like some of you had some real inertia for a long time. It's possible that Pluto in Capricorn and Saturn being in Pisces in retrograde was a real kind of like, I don't have any momentum going towards something really positive for myself. How do I do that? How do I get things moving again? I adapt, it gets lighter. I don't know. It's kind of the theme of the reading. So the Four of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles, there can be a lot of inertia here. But I just feel like that Four of Swords, there was purpose to it. There was purpose for this being kind of fogged in. Some of you have been, right? Some of you have been like, I'm not sure what the next step is, or anything like that. And there's just been this feeling of like, how can I move my life forward? How can I get moving into love, moving into joy, doing something like that? There is some kind of like spark of passion, and it's almost like it's finding your purpose, or it's finding your truth, or just like something so obvious that is like, that's the direction. Okay, I feel like that's coming through for people where, you know, you've been looking for it, you've been doing the things that you've been told to do all this time, like, this is okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Saturn and Pluto, or Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn, Saturn and Pisces, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then there's just some kind of like truth that's coming through that shines really brightly, and it's like, damn, that's the direction. Like, you know, when you just say something that's so truthful, that's so real, like, you can't even, it's just like, yeah, okay, it's just like, that's it, right? And some of you are going to be having that, if you haven't already had that experience of love, creativity, expression, joy, happiness, whatever it is, it's just, it's something so real, something super real is coming through, where you look back on the last 15 years, you might be like, damn, this was all facade. This was all treachery. This was all negativity. This was all low vibe. Or this was all, and you can look at it this way, from a positive point of view, these lessons were stepping stones to get me to where I am right now. And I do appreciate them, even though it felt dark at times, even though it felt lonely at times. The stepping stones were there. And so there's those Eight of Cups moving you toward this Three of Pentacles in a way that is bringing in new life, new creativity, new joy, going from the Three of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, really reaching the pinnacle of creativity and expansion. And this Tower is like, you're breaking through the top. I what's that thing in Willy Wonka when the elevator goes straight through the top, right? That's what this feels like to me. Six of Wands. Like, there's no more ceiling. There's no more dome of negativity. There's no more of that. And it's just like, the sky's the limit. The sky is the, and she's actually like up in the air right there, view from above. This is very Aquarian energy, right? The sky's the limit, the big picture. We are in we are in Scorpio time right now. Capricorn time is going to be super important. The end of Capricorn time, when Pluto moves out of that Capricorn energy and into Aquarius, is like going from Earth, like going through the Earth to air, like you're like breaking through it. It's so beautiful. Death, Four of Cups, Nine of Wands, Fool. That's exactly what this is, going into this energy of the elemental air. Knight of Swords, things can move forward so much more quickly. The Empress, Five of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay. This feels a little bit to me like some of you are going to try to take something with you that I'm just going to say, we go from this Three of Pentacles to the 10. To go through this transition, to go through this kind of change, we're releasing and letting go. I hate to say this, but it's like old money or old resources that have been holding us back. So I don't think money holds you back or anything like that. But I feel like sometimes money or resources were meant for a thing. It's like getting, it's the toll that we're paying to get through to this very fast moving, lighthearted energy. So some of you are having to pay a toll to get through. So some of you getting divorced, some of you are leaving careers, some of you are ending a relationship with that plutonic energy. The Saturn energy in Pisces is urging us to expand ourselves. This is about helping each other. Okay, helping each other, sharing of resources. The Nine of Wands is like, let's not hold on to these toxic memories of situations. Let's just hold on to the wisdom that they created for us. Let's not hold on to a grudge or hold on to a anger or fear, anything low vibe, right? What we're doing here is we're becoming an observer of those lessons that were learned, that were taught, maybe not learned yet, but lessons that were taught. Where what is it that we hold on to? What do you keep connecting with? Do you keep connecting with the pain of a situation, or do you keep connecting with the, wow, that taught me a really amazing lesson? Now, because I have dealt with people who were not loving, who were selfish, who were greedy, who were treacherous, who were toxic, who were narcissistic. Now that I see that, boy, do I have gratitude for the people around me who are loving, who are kind, who are generous. It's a different kind of leadership, my friends. It's a different kind of leadership. It's a kind of leadership that brings in expansion. And I just feel like we are giving birth to that with this Empress. So some of you have been breaking through long years of toxicity. Even going back to 2008, it's like we're breaking through the ceiling of that. So this elemental air and the Knight of Swords, there can be a sense, I just want to say this to you, that in this last 3 months of Pluto moving into Aquarius, there can be a chance for those of us who've been in the light, who've been working with this energy, being creative, being expansive, doing all these, working with, focusing on value, focusing on helping people, focusing on that. There can be a sense of it might rise up in you that now that we see how things are so much better, the rage for those who tried to hold back the light, the rage, okay, of like these years of dealing with these toxic expressions and all of that, like don't waste the pretty on all of this kind of low vibration stuff. Those of you who were told, as I was as a child, that creativity is not a valuable thing, really, like creativity may be the core of humanity for the rest of our expression. And lots of difficult experiences that we have shared as a collective have been perpetrated on us because of a lack of creativity. Okay, a lack of being able to see outside of the box, a lack of being able to see when a rule, just because a rule has been a rule, when it's detrimental and holding back growth, like binding one's feet, right? Like holding back growth. Just because a rule has been a rule doesn't mean it needs to be a rule anymore. And so this Nine of Wands is us really seeing what's worth keeping and what needs to be let go of in our private life, in our personal life. Okay, Ace of Cups, World, Two of Cups. Wow, 10 of Wands, 9 to the 10. So this is definitely about us choosing this expansion. Some of you are going to be finding the love of your life. Some of you are going to be finding the career path that has eluded you all this time, and you're going to say, it was a lack of my creativity, I couldn't see it. Okay, some of you are going to step into that creativity that you've always hidden away because it wasn't valued. That full moon in Taurus is about what we really value. And it's like breaking through all of the blah that is standing in the way of us really being our true shining selves, our true light shining in the world. And there has been a lot of the darkness trying to convince us that dark is inevitable. And that forces people to lose hope and drop out and sign off and close down and just be like, it's inevitable. It's not. That is a trick. That is a trick to get people to stop hoping and expanding. That is a trick. And so we have come to the end of that bag of tricks. And I feel like there's something about that that's a truth that causes a spark of creativity, a spark of ingenuity, a spark of hope, a spark of expansion, a spark of light, right? That's birthing a new day, birthing a new age. We have Venus moving into Libra in November. Libra is about relationships and expansion. We have the South Node in Libra right now, which is about past life connections, karmic path. There is a lot of twin flames that are coming together in this next, I'm going to say 5 years, but immediately between November and when Pluto moves into Aquarius, and it is about stepping into the age of Aquarius, I just feel like a lot of twin flame connections are being born. A lot of twin flames are being opened up to that awareness that they are twin flames, right? They're being opened up to this. And that it is not an inevitability that we are lonely and depressed and all of that. It's only because the dark has perpetrated that energy on us, making us believe that that's what the reality is. And if we say, it's not this dark, it's not this awful or whatever, we sound naive, right? We sound naive. Nope. It's a trick. It's a trick. The Empress, Queen of Wands, the Devil energy, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. So there is something about creation here. There is something about our real awareness of, here's Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Pluto's in Capricorn right now. Pluto, Tower, Death, all of this stuff, Death, Devil. Like, look at the hopefulness that's coming, even though, those of you who take my tarot class, Devil, Death, Tower, Five of Pentacles, right? Even though those things are existing on the planet, there is hope. There is Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. There's the Fool energy of expansion. So some of you, or some people who are not kind of in this spiritual awakening yet, are going to hold on to old darkness because they feel like it's safe. Okay, are going to try to. But I think the more of us understand that the light is catching, the light is going from one of us to the next of us, going, we are opening up this possibility. And I think more and more, that's why more and more twin flames are opening up. More and more people are opening up to the spiritual path. We are going to be having a lot of people waking up all of a sudden in this next 6 months, I'm going to say. It's going to be incredibly powerful and opening up through the power of love. So I know a lot of you have talked in the comments about like, no love, because it's always narcissists, it's always toxic. I feel like you guys are the ones who might be having the most romantic or the most joyful presentation of love being offered to you now. Because there is this sense of like, I've always thought it was this darkness thing. I've always thought it was just here to teach me terrible lessons, teach me negativity, teach me, all these other things. And I feel like you're being shown the flip side of it. Okay, I feel like you're being shown the flip side of it so that you can have expression, you can have hope, you can have light. So this Five of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 10 of Cups, Lovers, and the Magician. It's like, can you learn to manifest? Can you understand that you are manifesting who you are being, not what is around you? So pay no attention to what is around you right now in 3D. Oh, this toxic connection. Oh, this narcissist. Oh, la, 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 la. What you're needing to do is have hope. I cannot believe that the star has not shown up yet, but it will. Um, this is about having hope for the love of your life, the creative expression of your dreams, the career path of your expansion. I don't even have all the words. Like, I'm a North Node in Gemini. I should have all the words, but like, it's just like so much about like pulling off this gray blanket, pulling off this dark expression of, well, everything's going to be terrible. Yeah. Okay. Because if I don't say that, I sound like a naive whatever. Like, oh, fairy dust and unicorns. Like, stop with this nonsense. The fact is that you are creating who you are being. And if you are being in the light, you're creating more light. If you are being in creativity, you're creating more creativity. If you are being love, self-love, compassion, whatever, you're generating the energy of love. Some of you have a big change coming here. But it has to be, it's on offer. I'm telling you, it's on offer to you as Pluto moves in to Aquarius. It is an invitation. You can come to the party or you don't have to. But if you're choosing to stay in a dark room, why is that? Is it because of the fear that if I do have hope, it'll get dashed against the rocks yet again? Is it because I can't see how being a creative is going to make me any money? This is a failure of creativity. Manifesting is about intentionality. It is about working and surfing with the energies that are in front of us. Saturn and Pisces, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, Saturn and Pisces, right? I have Saturn and Pisces. It's my second Saturn return. And I'm here to tell you that this is much more about creating spiritual grounding, creating a structure of spirituality to build your life on. Look at me. I have created a structure of spirituality to build my life on. And it works. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended. I will talk more about the November astrology in the extended. Okay. So links are below. If you want to continue on with me, I'll see you over there. Pathfinders, let's just keep on going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.